Force with who?
Faces Blaster, also from Team Fortress 2.
Who gonna play Force with?
Hecate 2. I learned about this through Suppressor and normal muzzle brake. Now we're going to move up to a much, much more recognizable gun. For a lot of you, this is an M200 Shy-Tech Intervention, made popular by the Modern Warfare.
Hey, I can't know. I can't know. We gonna play 3.
Next thing up here, we've got an M249 SAW.
Yeah, I can't know. He trash.
Box there.
We needed a third person. Hey, we gonna play with your cousin.
We have a representation of
we gonna play with your cousin.
Kind of what a real minigun would look like. It's really not very.
That boy trash. I kicked the fuck out of this guy.
Okay, latest idea.
Huh?
Rockets. Now, because of epic fireworks, my 1 and 2 million subscriber videos have heavily featured these.
Where's glasses?
To the sky and strap loads of them onto a big wheel. It was
Where's
awesome.
Playmaker is?
I was playing bet one of these, to fire one of these.
Yeah.
Got some bits
Yeah.
from the scrapyard. So we'll weld them two together, and then we'll get the rocket. The rocket will slide down the end. There'll be a bit of tube in the end for it to kind of for the stick to go through. So that'll be welded inside the other bit of pipe. And now we need to light it. Now then, I'm thinking we'll do it with gas. So have a little gas bottle on the side here. Have all the burner nozzle popping where it needs to. A little regulator. There'll be a solenoid valve on there. Then we'll do 2 handles, mimicking the other one. Little toggle switch for the gas flow, and then the spark igniter to light it. That can go on the other one. The battery to power it all. Bit of pipe to pipe it all up. Stick it on. Off it goes. Whole thing. I think it's going to look a little bit steampunky, but I don't mind that. That's pretty cool. Right.
Hey, there. How many subscribers you got?
So I can use these gas bottles off these blow lamps. There's kind of a funny thread on the top of these, but there is a way. You can get these little things here, get these off eBay. These are adapters, so apparently you can refill these from a propane cylinder. That doesn't work as far as I'm concerned, but that doesn't matter, because what we get is the thread we want on the end with a nice bit of material left over here. So, little bit of that can go straight on the top there, pipe out of it. Yes!
How many you got there?
Gas bottles made, now just got to do the bit that lights the fuse. So, you can imagine, the rocket will sit in about there. So, I've got the end of the blow lamp, and I've made a slight modification so it can come out onto a pipe. Put that on the lathe, basically. And that'll sit there like that. And have that in the end, which where's the mark? Just there, and then blast that down into there, so it blasts it right near the rocket motor, so it goes off as soon as possible. We don't have to wait for the music in there. Yeah! That's all the switches mounted. I've got sparker and gas. Now, not wired them up because I've got to clean this up with a wire brush and the cable will get ripped a bit, so I'll do that afterwards. Now, and last thing is the battery. I'll shove this somewhere. That's not going to fit over there.
Alright.
Your task to see finished product. Click here.
We'll go back to the sunset. Alright, that's good. Hey, I ain't trouble. I'm finna join you though. I'm finna join you though.
Accuracy is its strong point. Let's try something else. Right, let's see if it'll take me socks off. See you later, socks. Brilliant! It works for something! It actually works for something! Whee! So it takes your socks off! So, if you want to see how I made a rocket launcher, click on the build video up here. But I'm sharing the love today on YouTube, and I've selected 3 videos from my mate across the pond, Grant Thompson. Now, his YouTube channel, The King of Random, it's a massive channel. Brilliant! It works for something! It actually works for something!
And if that's the case where you live, then don't make your knuckles out of brass. Alright, let's kick things off with a few shells. I salvaged these brass casings from a local shooting range, so there aren't any bullets in them. You can tell the primer's been fired as well, which is important. Now let's fire up the mini metal foundry I showed you how to make in a previous project, and toss the empty shells inside to get them warming up. Now a lot of people have asked whether this improvised backyard foundry can actually get hot enough to melt brass, and the answer is yeah, it'll melt brass no problem. In fact, you can melt copper, silver, and even gold without any trouble at all, and the best part is, you can do it on propane. Propane burns clean, costs less, and melts metal way faster than charcoal does, but you do need a specially designed jet torch to balance the fuel-to-air ratios and make it work properly. This is the design I came up with, and I'll show you how to make this gas blaster torch in another project video. Now it's only been about 8 minutes, but peeking inside the foundry, you can see that amazingly, the brass casings have already melted down and liquefied completely. That's really impressive considering the melting point of brass is around 1700 degrees Fahrenheit, and the foundry was cold when we started less than 10 minutes ago.
Oh no, I'm on
The metal is
90%.
bubbling because brass is a mixture of copper and zinc, and at these temperatures, the zinc is starting to boil and vaporize right out of the mix. We don't really want that to happen, but luckily there's an easy way to stop it. I went to the dollar store and picked up a bottle of cockroach killer, which you can see is actually just 100% boric acid. If we sprinkle a generous amount of the white powder into the soup of molten metal, we can sit back and watch it do the dirty work for us. Boric acid helps clean the metals by absorbing impurities and helping prevent new oxide layers from forming on the surface. And if you put it in before you fire up the foundry, it'll melt your metal even faster and help keep the zinc from boiling off as well. Okay, the crucible's full and everything's completely liquefied, but before we pour the metal, it's a good idea to scrape any gunk off the top and clean it up a bit. I typically use a pair of old steel tongs for skimming the slag, but you can use anything you want as long as it's made of steel and you don't ever plan on using it for anything else. I went ahead and poured these liquefied bullet shells into a beat up old muffin tray, then knocked the ingots out and let them cool into a stack of mini brass biscuits. Now to transform these heavy metal muffins into fistfuls of defensive jewelry, we'll need a styrofoam cutting template like this one I made in Photoshop. If you want a copy, just check the description and download it for free.
Where you at?
Glue the paper template to 2 layers of dollar store foam board, then carefully cut it all out. A cool trick to cutting the finger holes
I
is
just
to
wait on
simply
you
take
then.
one of the leftover casings and push it straight into the foam. With just a touch, you'll see it melts perfect circles all by itself. An even better way to slice foam is with
Hey,
a
did you
wire
subscribe to my channel?
like this one I made from cheap and commonly available materials. This styro slicer uses electricity